This is the power of steam to the tune of like 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So I want to introduce you. This is Wagner. I love the name. Wagner 915 Multipurpose Power Steamer. Look at that price. This is normally $160, but right now you're going to get it home for $99.99. You're going to get it home for $20 on FlexPay. We're going to help you flex your dollar. $20, that's it. You're going to spread your payments out over 5 months. Free shipping. You start using it. Luca Puto, we give them everything they need.
They get everything they need, but first, let me just give you a little sample of what you're going to be able to do with your Wagner. This is a shower stall. There's lime scale, there's soap scum, there's calcium. Look at the way that it just melts it all right off of there. And look at how much steam. You can't even see me because it puts out so much steam. Is that not incredible?
That is.
I think, Deb, what really might be even more incredible is everything you're getting with this kit.
Absolutely. Let's go over it.
Yeah, let's talk about everything you get here. Okay, so first of all, you're going to get the Wagner unit itself. Wagner, a name that's known around the world. It's even in their colors, too, which I think is kind of cool. It's on wheels. It has a storage compartment here, right for all your accessories. It has a safety cap, so when it's under pressure, it won't come off. Why? Because there's a stainless steel boiler inside of this, which puts it under pressure. One button operation. It's on or it's off. It's that simple to use. 8-foot hose, so you can travel around the house. But then, look at all the accessories you get. You've got concentrator tips on here. You've got nylon brushes. We've got brass brushes. We've got window cleaners like you saw me using. This device right here removes wallpaper.
Oh.
It's made to remove wallpaper, right? Then you've got this to clean the floors, okay? We even give you sponges and bonnets and all kinds of things. Plus we give you a beaker and we give you a funnel. All of this together in one beautiful package.
And it's only $20, you guys, and we're not nickel and diming you with all the accessories. So where do you want to start?
Let's start over here. Okay, so we're going to move over to the kitchen right here, and I'm going to show you, because we all know, now the first thing I always like to do before I start cleaning anything, and notice it's on wheels, so I can kind of drag it around on the floor. First thing I like to do is I always take my Wagner, and I empty the water out of the hose. Now, why is there water in the hose? Well, here's the thing. Steam, when it cools down, turns back into water. Okay? So if this has been sitting for a while, that 8-foot hose actually turns back into water. We don't want that when we're cleaning, okay? We want steam, okay? And look at the quality of the steam that comes out of this. I mean, this thing is like a fog machine.
I'm scared my curls are gonna fall.
Don't get too close. Don't get too close.
It's getting flat, y'all. It's getting flat.
So take a look at the top of this stove right here, okay? And when you look at the surface of this, you're gonna notice that this is a burnt-on mess that's on here. Now, you could use chemicals in your kitchen, but I don't like to use chemicals where we're cooking, okay? And the other thing, too, is I don't like the smell in the house, okay? So watch what I'm gonna do. Without any chemicals, without anything, I'm gonna take my Wagner and just let the steam do its job. Now, what is the steam doing right now? As the steam gets in here, the heat from the steam is emulsifying any grease, any fats, anything like that's on here, okay? Anything that's dried on, the liquid that's in that steam is going to help loosen that, and then the pressure that comes from that stainless steel boiler that's inside of this is going to actually power off all the dirt.
That's amazing.
Isn't that incredible?
That's amazing.
And we did, look at that. We did all of this without any chemicals whatsoever, just using tap water on this, okay? Now, the next thing in the kitchen that I hate to clean is the inside of the oven.
Yeah, that's even worse.
It's even worse, and especially after I've been cooking. Take a look at this. I'm gonna open up that door and you're gonna see the glass, and that's the last thing people wanna do is clean out, because you could either set the oven to like 700 degrees and let it sit there for 4 hours, or you can use those chemicals where you gotta evacuate the house, or take your Wagner and let the power of the steam do its job. Because you know, not every steam cleaner that's out there has a stainless steel boiler in it. A lot of them have what's called a heat exchanger, and all a heat exchanger is good at doing is making the water warm.
Look at that.
But it doesn't put it under pressure. That is a beautiful look right there, beautiful shot, and you can see the difference between that and that. Now, think about how many times you've cleaned your oven and how long it took you to do it, and I just did that in seconds because I got the power of steam.
Well, a lot of chemicals, they want you to put it on the night before, let it sit there, you come back the next day, you wipe it down. You guys, this is instant. This is instant. It's the power of steam. 212 degrees Fahrenheit?
212 degrees Fahrenheit. By the way, this holds 40 ounces of water.
Okay.
And if you fill it, it'll run for 40 minutes straight.
That's enough to clean the kitchen, clean the bathroom.
I could do my whole house.
You could do your whole house.
To be honest
Absolutely.
with you, yeah, with 40 minutes, absolutely. Let's do a little bit more in the kitchen. For instance, would you even think about cleaning your pots and pans with this? Because if you're not, you should, all right? Because you can use this on everything indoors and outdoors, but if you've got a burnt-on, greasy mess like that, use the steam, let it do the work. Don't have to worry about getting chemicals or a scouring pad and breaking your arm as you're trying to get this off of there. Now, you can see it melted all of that off. Watch this. One little pass like that, boom. Look at the, and you can still see the steam, Deb. Look at that.
Look at that.
I mean, that's like, it's been in there for like 30 seconds, but look at that.
So the water softens the crud.
The water, yeah, yes, it absolutely what it does. It softens it, right?
Yeah.
The heat emulsifies, it melts things, and then the pressure from that boiler is what blasts it off of there. Now, here's something interesting though. Anything that steam touches dies, okay?
Right.
Meaning if there's any little critters or anything on the surface,
sure,
it's gonna kill them. But the other thing it does is it deodorizes. So let's say you got a sink like this, right? And maybe your sink is starting to stink just a little bit. You're standing and you're like going, what is
this
like the
stinky
garbage
smell?
disposal?
Yeah.
Take your Wagner, stick it right down the drain like this, pull the trigger, and let it go to town. Now, what it's doing is any fats, any greases or things like that in there, they're melting right now. Okay, so it's gonna unclog the drain to a certain extent, but also it's sanitizing your drain and it's deodorizing it because odors are caused by bacteria. Anything that comes into contact with steam dies, no more odors.
Right. You guys, it's $20 to get home. It's
crazy.
Free shipping. And you are sanitizing and you're blasting away those germs. And when it's 212 degrees Fahrenheit, they always tell you, wash things in hot water so you can blast away the germs.
Exactly.
This is great.
Yeah, and this just makes it so easy because think about this. When you clean your house usually, like we used to have a caddy in our house.
Right.
That had like something for the windows and something for the metal and something for the floors. You know what I mean? It was like a whole thing of chemicals that we would carry around the house. We don't need it now.
No.
Because I literally use steam on every single surface in the house. I don't care if it's the kitchen, if it's the bathroom, if it's my truck, on the tires, on the wheels, the floors. I mean, we give you something for everything. Let me show you something real quick though. All right. Here's a cutting board, right? Now, this cutting board, maybe last night it was used to cut chicken, maybe it was used last night to do pork, something like that. It looks clean. We washed it with soap, it looks clean. Let me take a black light and put the black light on here.
Uh-oh.
Now, do you see? It's kind of like a crime scene, right?
Right.
Okay, watch this. If I take my Wagner, I'm gonna hold this over the sink just like that. I'm gonna hit this surface. I'm just gonna do half of it just so you can see. Now this looks clean, right? To the naked eye, it looks clean. I'm gonna wipe it off, sorry for my reach. Gonna wipe that off real quick right there on the bottom. Okay, ready? Here comes the black light again.
Okay.
Notice, look at the top.
Yep, you didn't do
the top. Look at the bottom.
Look at that.
Look at the top.
Right.
And look at the bottom.
Look at that.
I mean, I'm hitting that with the light. There's nothing there. But at the top, you can clearly see. So it's not always about what you can see or can't see. It's using your Wagner to get it Wagner clean is what I like to call it.
And you guys, the fact that this is normally $60 higher if you want to clean without all the chemicals. I can't do the chemicals. I'm always having to, raise up. I can tell when my husband wants to try to clean. I'm like, why are you using that? Because if you have to let your windows up because it's going to make you wheeze or something like that, you shouldn't be using harsh chemicals. So if you want to sanitize and blast away and soften up that crud and that debris, you're saving $60, and it's so easy. And we're giving you all the tools. I like
the tools.
To do the floor, to do the the
even
kitchen,
something
the
to
bathroom.
do the floor, everything. So you're getting these two extension pieces right here. Okay, you're gonna get this bristle brush, which is amazing for grout lines. If you got grout on your floor, this is incredible. But if you're doing hard surfaces, then we give you this microfiber pad that wraps right around this and attaches to it because this is awesome for your hardwood, your luxury plank vinyl to use on marble. And I'm going to show you right now, for instance, like this floor right here. Now, that looks like it's like an oak floor, okay?
Sure.
Now, I'm going to put some steam through this just so you can see that steam. Look at how much is coming out of there. Watch this. As I start to do this floor, first of all, this is very sticky. I could feel it as I'm pushing it back and forth. But look what it's doing. It's melting everything that's on here. And it's all going...
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. In one pass, I just did that.
Clean.
Look at the bottom of this, though. So that's where everything went. It's right on the bottom of that microfiber that I'm going to take and throw in the wash and use it over and over and over again.
And you can't put a lot of chemicals on wood floors. They tell you that.
No,
so this is
should
perfect.
Never do that. Now, here's the other thing, though. Let's say you've got granite. Maybe you've got marble. Maybe you have ceramic, okay? Watch this on here because sometimes when I use a cleaning product that's got soap in it, right, and has surfactants in it, okay, and they actually attract dirt. Now, first of all, look at the difference. Look at the shine on this side. Look how dull this side is, okay? But if you use those chemicals, if you use those soaps and things, they actually attract dirt when you're done. And not only that, but they feel sticky when you walk around in your bare feet.
And it builds up a film.
Exactly.
Right, so you're building up a film, so it's making it harder to clean.
The next time
you guys get this home. This is $60 off. It's free shipping. You're getting all of the attachments to clean the floors. And it's easy. I can't believe how hot this gets.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. I mean, it's about the heat, but it's also about the pressure.
The pressure.
The pressure that comes out of this. Watch this. Now, this is wood, okay? Now, here's the thing about real wood, okay? You can't use water on it. You're not supposed to, all right? Because it's going to damage the wood. But when you have steam, it leaves so little residue on there. Now, there's a little tiny bit, but it's going to dry so quickly, there's not enough to do any damage to it. The only thing I use on my floors has been steam for years now for that very, very reason.
You guys, we're very busy on the phones. Put this in your cart and check out right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I know it's pretty cool to watch it, but if you don't put it in your cart and check out, you're gonna miss the deal. So it is $20 bill to get home, to be able to clean with the power of steam, to be able to sanitize, to be able to blast away those germs. You don't have to go out and get those chemicals that are going to irritate your nose and your lungs and all of that. And you're gonna make my hair go flat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe. But what I'm trying to show everybody at home is how far this will go, okay? Because the distance that this will throw steam, I'm gonna come behind you.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get you.
Okay, let me just move out of the way. Let me go over here. Let me go over here.
You come on this side of me. Okay, folks, watch how far this steam goes across this set. Do you see what I'm talking about here?
That's incredible.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, it shoots it clear over to where we have our setup on the other side there. So that's the incredible thing about this, is the way it concentrates that steam and gives you, there you go, look at that right there. And it's constant. Like, I could stand here for 40 minutes and just keep doing that.
Yeah, you guys, this was so special. It's flying out of here, so they added it to my show right before I got out, or I promise you I wouldn't be in a skirt. I would have my sweats on and get down and dirty and clean with you. But I was so glad that they added it because it was flying out of here.
Yeah.
And so we thought, let's show you.
This was a surprise.
Because we've sold so many. It's $60 off. We don't normally have this price. So if you've been eyeing this and you're like, oh my goodness, it's $60 off, put it in your cart and check out. You have 30 days and do the clean test. Clean your floors, clean your oven, clean your toilets. You're not gonna be letting up windows. That's what I love. I'm not smelling any harsh chemicals.
Right.
And I like how powerful this is.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks out there that are sensitive to chemical smells in their house.
Can I just do it one time?
Yeah, you can do as much as you want.
So tell me what to do.
Okay, so really, here it is. Just squeeze the trigger.
That's it.
That's it. Just do that.
Just squeeze the trigger.
Go to town. Do that. Now, notice you can use this on the tile, on the grout, inside the shower. Deb could use that on the metal faucet right there. Even the porcelain, or if you've got a ceramic tub or whatever it's made out of, you can use it on all of that. Yeah, see how simple it is? Now, let me show you something.
So do you see how clean this side is? And all I did was, if you can just point and pull the trigger. There you go.
That's all it is. Point and shoot. Look, it's going right underneath the word sale. You see this? Right there, okay? Now,
that was fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Well, I want to show you something, too. This one has the nylon brush on it, and we give you a brass brush that, I use on my grill and that sort of thing. This is the nylon brush that fits on the end of this. This is safe for pretty much any surface you want to use it on. So watch what I'm going to do. If I want to get into the grout lines on here, I just get up and close and personal and just really just rub that back and forth. And see what it just did to the grout line right there? It got right up in that, and it cleared that whole thing out. Look how beautiful that is. On the metal fixture that's on here, okay? If you've got chrome, if you've got a black fixture like this, whatever it's made out of, it doesn't matter. Just get right on it. Don't even be afraid of it. Get right up in there. Get on it. You're going to see it's going to start melting the soap scum and everything else that gets on there over time. My wife, Kelly, just used this on her shower stall.
No, I like that. I was standing a little bit far back, but you can get close up and blast it.
Get right up on top of it.
It melts before your eyes.
It
all
does.
That dirt and debris.
Well, and here's the part that drives me crazy, because I don't care how often you clean your bathtub, it's never enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because let's face it, we're going in there to get the dirt off of us, and this is where it's going. Take a look at that. So now it just melted everything in there. But watch this. If I just give this a quick wipe.
That's amazing.
Just like that.
That's
Look how
amazing.
beautiful that is. It's shiny, it's clean, but remember, it's sanitized and it disinfects. Speaking of things that could, and it gets rid of the odors as well.
Yeah, so sanitizes,
Deodorizes, that's the word I was looking for.
Disinfects and deodorizes.
And deodorizes.
Wow.
Okay. Now,
that's awesome. Which is so important for the toilet.
Yes.
Because,
Agreed.
my goodness, if I can teach a 13-year-old to be a sweetie and wipe the seedy.
Oh yeah, I'm telling. Well, so here's another thing though, because I think that when you're talking about cleaning inside the toilet, everybody's like, well, yeah, of course you're going to do that, okay? But follow me down here,
okay?
Because this is one of those places where people never really think
forget
about
about
cleaning, because it's, well, how are you going to get in there, right?
Sure.
Watch this. Watch the power of that steam, because it is under pressure. Watch what happens. I just locked this one by accident. Here we go. Watch. As I go in here. You might want to step back. I don't want to get your outfit.
Okay. Oh, you're fine.
Because it's going to be pushing that out. But watch this. I'm going to go all the way to the end. Now look what came out of there. Do you see the mess that was underneath here? That
the rust and all that.
You couldn't even see that. Well,
right.
Rust, but you know, if you live with boys, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm just saying,
You
know
said
what
it,
I'm talking.
I didn't. Yeah.
Enough said there. Okay, now this part though, the obvious part, yeah, we're gonna get inside the toilet, and I don't like to get up close and personal. I don't have to. This is a concentrator tip I've got on here right now. Look at the way it focuses that steam into that bowl right there. We are deodorizing, we're disinfecting this, we're sanitizing this. Look at the job we're doing. And now, here's the part I hate the most of all. I'm gonna take the tip, I'm gonna flip it over, upside down, ready? Underneath the bowl.
Genius.
Watch this. Look at this.
Genius.
And I never have to get in there, I don't have to scrub anything.
You don't have
It's
to
taking
touch
care of the
it.
whole job for me. And remember, I got 40 minutes of cleaning time with this.
Yeah, and what I like is you're not having to put your gloves on.
No.
And you're not having to put a mask on
None of
because
that.
of harsh chemicals. It is $20
So
to
easy
get
to do.
home. Very busy on the phones. Use the QR code, check out, put it in your cart, and check out now. You want to be able to clean easily, right? You don't want to have to get down on your knees and you're
Exactly.
scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. This is so easy.
Well, and they've made it simple. They've made it so that you don't have to go out and buy any of the chemicals anymore. You're never going to run out of water. You know what I mean? So you know you've always got something that's going to be your base for cleaning. And this is on wheels, so it actually follows you around. It weighs about the same as a jug of milk, but if I don't have to carry that around for 40 minutes, why would I? You know what I mean? This is the easy way to do it. Now, let me show you something right here. I've got a block of ice that we froze. It's a couple inches thick. I want you to see how the power of the steam actually blasts right through this block of ice, how easily it does it. In fact, I could probably just cut a line all the way through this thing if I want to. But you could see the way that steam literally just cut a hole right through that ice just now. And that's the stainless steel boiler. That's the big deal, guys, is that once you get that boiler on there, you're going to be able to have that pressure work for you. You're not going to have to struggle to clean things.
If you have babies, you guys, you're sanitizing, you're disinfecting, and you're deodorizing. So for those high chairs, I love that. You know, babies get down on the floor and they're picking up the Cheetos and everything they're spilling. You want to sanitize it, right?
Yeah, you definitely want to sanitize it. And this one, somebody gave them a crayon, so they did a little drawing on here. So there's wax on here. There's some jelly spots on here. Watch the way I can take the Wagner. Now, it's funny how the chair kind of disappears for a second while I'm doing this because of the amount of steam that this puts. You know, Deb, I've been selling steamers here for a really long time, and I'm going to tell you, I've never come across one that had this much power and put out this volume of steam. Now, there are handheld steamers on the market, but you know what's funny about them? They don't have a boiler. What they have is what they call a heat exchanger.
Right.
The heat exchanger is just like a coil, and the water just passes over that coil, and it gets hot, but it doesn't have any pressure behind it. This has pressure. Look, I just disappeared. Now, that is quality steam right there. If I can obliterate the entire camera just by doing that, that's an amazing amount of steam coming out of that.
And the power, you guys, so this hot water is melting all of the debris and the dirt and the grime and the germs.
Yes.
And then the power of it blasts it away.
Blast it right off. Now, let's real quick just look at the unit itself because I want to give you a little tour real fast here. Notice it's got wheels on it, okay? So this is going to roll around anywhere I'm pulling it through the house with that 8-foot hose that's on there. This is your safety cap right here. This will not come off when it's under pressure. I've seen people in the comments a couple times, or the reviews values of this saying, I can't get the cap off. You won't get it off until the pressure dissipates inside. Just let it sit. Once it sits and the pressure's gone, you just unscrew that cap. It couldn't be easier. One button operation. Red light means you got power. Yellow light means it's generating steam. In this case, this has got all the steam it needs right now. Then I've got a handle. If I want to pick it up, I want to carry it anywhere I can. My favorite part right here, and this is because I'm the man that loses everything. All your accessories are on board right there in this little compartment, so you're not gonna lose anything when you're cleaning. I absolutely love that.
And how much water does it hold?
40 ounces of water, which will give you 40 minutes of cleaning time.
And that's enough for you to clean the whole house.
Oh, absolutely.
So you guys, we've not had it for $60 off. Order right now. Busy on the phones, use the QR code because they dropped this into the show because it was so popular earlier, and I don't want the quantity on it to sell out. So if you're watching right now, put it in your cart and check out, save $60. We've not had it $60 off. You gotta be kidding me. You can steam upholstery?
You can steam upholstery. So the attachment that I'm using on here is actually part of the window squeegee I used in the beginning.
Wow.
There's a piece you take off, and we give you this cotton bonnet that fits around this that's washable. Then you just use this on any fabrics that you might have you want to clean. You want to do your pillows, you want to do your bed, you want to do your couch, you want to do your dog bed maybe and deodorize that.
Dog bed,
Dog bed. But remember what I said. Steam kills anything it comes into contact with. So if you maybe want to do your mattress once in a while because you're thinking maybe you came back from a trip and brought something back with you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you